Sometimes Ivy's mad at me and I can't even tell.
Sometimes he's got his cock in me and I can't even tell.
When a War of the Roses remake was announced under the title The Roses, I was pretty wary. The shortened title might have made for a snappier marquee, but it also removed the pun from the original title and made it less clever and more generic, which made it seem like the film itself would do the same thing. I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, let alone its title, but from that change alone, I was expecting a watered down reimagining of the story. But much to my relief, The Roses is just as dark as the original War. The humour is a bit broad, but it works. Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman make for an endlessly hilarious British comedy duo, trading barbs in front of their uncomfortable American friends. I don't know how it'll play to an American audience, but my British audience lapped up the culture clash comedy. The audience reactions were wild. I heard as many gasps as there were laughs.
So laughs are cheap. I'm going for gasps. Wait till you see, dude. Gasps are where it's at.
During the most heated lovers' quarrel in the film, an old lady yelled out, "Oh Christ." The Roses might be too outrageous to capture the nuances of a failing marriage, but it's a really funny film, and a good one to watch with a crowd.
Things are getting a little out of hand.
Oh, you think?
I don't think you have the capacity to fix your problems.
Are you actually allowed to say that?
That seems unprofessional.
Yes, like malpractice.
The Roses puts a fresh spin on the original by making the married couple a pair of Brits living in America. It was filmed in Devon, and with backdrops of dreary beaches and rustic countryside, I didn't believe they were in California for a second. But the script hilariously contrasts their Britishness with their American surroundings. If you put Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman on a gun range with a bunch of trigger-happy Americans, you're gonna get comedy gold. The film was shot by Florian Hofmeister, the Oscar-nominated cinematographer of Tar, so it looks gorgeous. It has a crisp, classy aesthetic, utilizing a lot of sharply framed wides with plenty of room to breathe. This sophisticated Tar-like aesthetic makes the shock humor and profane dialogue even more jarring in a really fun way.
If this is the easy bit, smother me with a pillow.
Will do.
Said a little too quickly for my liking.
The mid-divorce battle of wits is the fun part of this premise, but the remake doesn't rush into it. It shows how the marriage falls apart over several years. Small arguments escalate into bigger arguments, resentment and jealousy escalate into full-on hatred. His career crumbles at the same time her business takes off. He becomes a full-time super dad and overtakes her as the kid's favorite parent. They can't communicate their grievances without it turning into a screaming match, and they can't have a sincere conversation without sniping at each other with passive-aggressive insults. After more than a decade of that, they naturally want to kill each other. And when we finally get into the divorce proceedings and they set out to destroy each other's lives, it's well worth the wait.
Wow! You're a bottomless pit of need! You're just making me madder!
Cumberbatch and Colman are perfectly matched in the lead roles. Their comedic instincts are perfectly synced. They bring out the humor in each absurd situation by playing into the dramatic reality of it. They capture the full emotional spectrum of this relationship. When they're madly in love, you buy it. And when they grow to despise each other, you buy that too. Cumberbatch doesn't shy away from the toxicity and ugliness of his character's neediness and male insecurity, and Colman's portrayal of a bitter alcoholic in an unhappy relationship reminded me of her iconic turn as a different hot mess, Sophie Chapman in Peep Show.
What have you taken, Sophie?
Who knows? Who the fuck cares?
What are you even doing here? I thought you were staying with your parents.
I ran away from home to see Barney, thanks, dickhead.
There are so many great supporting players backing them up too. Andy Samberg nails the laid-back Californian coolness to juxtapose with Cumberbatch and Colman's dry British bite. Kate McKinnon is always funny no matter what she's doing. Even when she's dicing onions in the background, she finds a way to get a laugh. Alison Janney has a scene-stealing cameo as Colman's ruthless divorce lawyer who goes straight for Cumberbatch's jugular.
Ivy, is this him?
Yeah, this is him. My name's Theo.
Well, this is a personal aside, but the fact she ever let you fuck her should be enough for her to claim every dollar. Wow.
Jesus.
It's an all too common occurrence that an all-star comedy cast like this will be assembled and given material unworthy of their talents. We saw that with Don't Look Up, Death of a Unicorn, and the Grown Ups films. But thankfully, that's not the case here. The actors all have great material to work with, courtesy of screenwriter Tony McNamara. Every character has a laundry list of comedic character traits. Cumberbatch's Theo works his kids to the bone like Chaz Tenenbaum. Coleman's Ivy is a raging alcoholic who doesn't care what people think of her. And McNamara knows how to weave those personality traits into a scene and play them off each other. The film's ambiguous ending is the perfect morbid punchline, and it hammers home that this came from the same twisted mind as The Favourite and Poor Things.
I must go punch that baby.
Jay Roach's Tame direction holds it back a bit. He's a great comedy director. You may remember him from such films as Meet the Parents and Austin Powers. So he nails the timing and the pacing and the character dynamics, but he's not really known for dark comedy. So he holds back on the nastiness of the original, and even the nastiness of the script he's working from. I would have loved to see what a fucked up visionary like Yorgos Lanthimos would have done with this. The Roses doesn't cut quite as deep as the original, and the direction isn't quite as stylish or uncompromisingly brutal as Danny DeVito's, but it is a really funny movie.
Okay, we want everything. The end.
That's not negotiating.
No, it's winning. 100 grand and he walks out of here with his face still attached. Right, Bruno?
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.